What am I gonna do up here? What all broadcasting majors are good at, having great hair and reading the news, of course. But no, that's not gonna work. So recently, because I'm a graduating senior in May, senior year, the final frontier, I'm starting to get my resume in order and sending it out to a lot of companies. I recently applied to the BET network. I'm still waiting for my call back. But what makes growing up so much worse is Instagram. Who hates Instagram right now? You're watching all your friends, you got people in high school, people that you met freshman year, people you talk to now, and they're on Instagram. They're all getting married, they're having kids, not necessarily in that order, and you're just like, stop. Okay? Worse than that are the friends that are jealous. Your friends are like, oh my gosh, I want that. And you're like, please. So, you got those friends that are staying up late at night, wondering where their ring is. I'm sorry, the only ring that I think about at night are onion rings. Speaking of food, who likes the new food company on campus? Chartwell's, anyone? Fans? We got fans out there? No? Okay. I'm more upset with the fact that they keep changing the names of all the places. I like to get my coffee at DM. I don't need any French names up in there. I want my coffee at DM. Whatever. But sometimes that's a good thing. Like you see someone cute and you're like, hey boo, what you doing later? You want to meet me at the Rat? We'll get a slice. And they're like, the Rat? Don't you mean tomato? And in that moment you know, she's too young for you, bro. But dating at Montclair is pretty easy. I mean, there are things out there that make it very easy, okay? Like Tinder. Everyone loves Tinder. Every single person, I've seen every single one of you on there at some point. But I'm waiting for the lingo to catch up. People started texting, we get LOL, we get IDK. I'm waiting for when Tinder lingo gets in the game. I want to be like, hey you, I'd swipe you right any day. Or, that hoe he's hanging out with? Swipe left. Such a dog. Or how'd you two meet? Well, first I swiped him right, then he swiped me right, and it's been happily ever after ever since. If you're gonna date though, you're gonna need to know where the drop-in center is. Y'all know where the drop-in center is? Okay. We got that little cottage over there. It looks like a Smurf's gonna pop out any minute. But you open the door, condoms everywhere, lining the walls. And they teach you good things. They do good work over there. They talk about STDs. They talk about sexual harassment, things that you need to know. But the things that they don't prepare you for are the side effects of sex. When you wake up the next morning and you're in love. There is no penicillin that is going to cure that, boo. Not any. But it's okay. I don't have to deal with that. I got friends. Where are my friends at? Friends? Love them over there. Okay? But what I hate are those friends that start out as commuters and move on campus. Because there is some point in time, now I'm going to be totally honest with you guys, there are some things that some of you might not know about me, and in honor of coming out week last week, I feel like we need to talk about the elephant in the room. I'm a commuter. My mom does my laundry and I drive to campus every morning. And there are stereotypes about that. I got the people who when I tell them that, they say, I sort of always knew. I saw you walking around with like 6 bags on your back looking out your whole life. Or like, oh, I saw you use cash at that vending machine. I knew. And then you got the people who don't believe. They're like, no, really? Are you sure? I saw you here the other day at night. Whatever. But it's so weird when your friend moves to campus. Because you just don't relate to them anymore. You're standing online, you're like, hey, let's get lunch. They're online, the lady at the checkout counter goes, how you paying? And they're like, flex. I don't know what that is. If I said I was doing flex, I'd be like, and they would not give me a sandwich. What I hate even more, you call up your girl, you're like, hey girl, let's hit the club this weekend, let's go dancing. How about Friday, let's go. And they're like, listen, I can't, I'm going home this weekend. And I'm just like, you used to go home every day. Done. So I go by myself, whatever. I'll meet people, I know people, hugs for everyone. So I go to the club, and I can't dance. That's why I'm not dancing. I'm gonna keep my feet together just like this. So I appreciate dance numbers that explain what you're doing. A little slide to the left, a little slide to the right, crisscross. I love when Iggy Azalea tells you to drop it low and pick it up, just like this. You know what to do the whole song. You're like, I'm so fancy, okay? And I love songs that you can relate to. Okay, that's my biggest thing. I want a song, I want to be able to relate to it. I want to be like, preach, I know what you're talking about. The song came on the radio the other day and I got it instantly. You know that new song, Boom Clap? Right, by Charlie something, XOCX something. Yeah. I know what boom clap means. It's the sound my thighs make when I twerk. That's all I got.
Royalty, what charity would you donate your Quarter Wars money to and why?
Ooh. I'm gonna donate all the quarters to the Lust Garden Foundation for Pancreatic Cancer because most people with cancer get a fighting chance. People with pancreatic cancer, because it's less detected, they don't get hope. They get chemo, they get morphine, no one gives them hope. And if your family stands by you and gives you hope every day, they're lying to you. So I want there to be less lies and more hope for families like mine.
Why should you be elected homecoming royalty?
I love Montclair State.
Give it up one more time. So, next up we have representing Sigma Delta Tau